Welcome to Bayes University, Abuja, Nigeria, with a legacy of excellence and a vision for nurturing future leaders. Bayes University is in a league of its own. We're all about our people, processes, and technology.
Bayes is one of the highly rated universities in Nigeria in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution that you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. We're live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Jumai Manson. Now the news in full. Organized labor has insisted on its 250,000 new minimum wage proposal, stating it would not negotiate with what it described as a starvation wage. Assistant General Secretary of Nigerian Labour Congress, Chris Oyeka, said Labour will not accept the latest offer of 62,000 naira and the 100,000 naira proposal made by some individuals and economists. This follows the NLC's President Joe Ajaro's statement that the unionists are waiting on President Bola Tinubu to consider Labour's offer. Nigerians have called on the federal government to adapt bold strategies in providing democratic benefits. Global TV correspondent who interviewed citizens on the forthcoming Democracy Day reports that Nigerians expressed mixed reactions of a democratic system in Nigeria. Queen Agaba has details.
Since gaining independence, Nigeria has seen a journey filled with challenges and triumphs in its democratic process. Speaking on the dividends of democracy, Nigerians lament the harsh reality.
I think the government should look into some major sector which will affect the ordinary Nigerians' life. You know, people are really suffering, and we need a listening government that can put ourselves in the shoes of the ordinary Nigerians.
This regime is somehow. We don't have. There's no dividends. There's nothing we can show off that. Okay, this democracy, this regime. We have, I think there is, at least there is a bit better than the former. There is hunger in the land, one. Two, you can't even voice out anything. There's nothing you can voice out concerning this regime.
Thank God for democracy, but are we really enjoying the dividends of democracy? The answer is no. What are the evidence of democracy? Good governance, good policy, access to education, infrastructure, the basic social amenities. Are any of them available? Electricity zero, road network, people are building roads for themselves. So where is the evidence of democracy?
While it is clear that there's hope and belief in the principles of democracy, some say there are still significant challenges that need to be addressed.
I would like to advise Mr. President to be radical in his approach in the delivery of democratic dividends, particularly to the downtrodden. You know, the hardship is much in the land. So I want Mr. President to put more effort in areas of food security particularly.
Speaking on democracy and the gains recorded so far, Nigerians have called on the federal government to be radical in its approach in the delivery of democratic dividends and to focus on critical sectors that will help mitigate the effect of the current hardship experienced.
Amnesty International has put together a detailed report on the girls failed by authorities after escaping the Boko Haram captivity. The report, which entailed a lot of research and various interviews of about 162 persons, captures the lives of the girls and the situations in inadequate support and their sufferings as they attempt to rebuild their lives. Sharon Ajay has details.
Amnesty International is aimed at exposing injustice and seeking justice for what women go through in the hands of criminals. The Chair Board of Trustees, Amnesty International Nigeria, Awa Musa Rafsanjani, have showed his displeasure over the less attention given by authorities to women and girls who go through sufferings in the hands of criminals. He further called on all stakeholders to work together to push for women's human rights.
To welcome you to this very important but silent issue that our women and girls have been going through in the hand of terrorists and criminals in Nigeria. Unfortunately, not much attention has been given to these inhuman conditions that our girls and women find themselves in Nigeria.
While faulting the Nigerian authorities on the failure to protect its citizens, which led to the Chibok girls' adoption and various crimes, the director of Amnesty International Nigeria, Isa Sanusi, has urged that the government take a different tone in addressing the nation's insecurities.
The failure of the Nigerian authorities is the reason why we even have Boko Haram, is the reason why we have people displaced, is the reason why Boko Haram was capable of going into homes and abducting young girls as young as 8, 9, and subjecting them to sexual slavery. Our recommendation is that government should do something and rescue these girls.
Insecurity has been one of the biggest challenges in Nigeria as it poses a significant threat to Nigerian stability and development as a nation. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
The Comptroller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, Kemi Nandap, has announced plans to inaugurate a more accessible electronic visa application known as e-Visa Channel for short visits in line with the Nigerian Visa Policy 2020. Nandap said this in her address delivered at the graduation ceremony of the 12th Command course of the Immigration Command and Staff College in Sokoto. The Comptroller General said that the new channel is designed to streamline visa processes, noting that it is also to foster foreign direct investments while fostering tourism. You're watching Midday News coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms by using the Global TV NG and the handles now showing on your screen. When Midday News returns, United Nations Security Council votes to support a U.S. proposed Israel-Gaza ceasefire plan. This and other more stories coming right after this break. Do stay with us.
Time check. It's midday. Then it's Midday Discourse. Midday Discourse is a program that covers trending local and international news, current issues, and human-related topics. Join Samuel Odi weekdays 1 p.m. on Global Television. The discussion starts here.
Are you a food lover? Do you care about your health and nutrition? Are you interested in exploring the diverse culinary traditions from around the world? Then look no further. Introducing Lunch Global on Global Television, a show that takes you on a delicious journey through the world of food, nutrition, and diet. So, whether you're a seasoned foodie, a health enthusiast, or simply curious about the world of food, Lunch Global has something for everyone. Tune in Mondays to Fridays and let your taste bud take you on a journey of flavor, culture, and discovery on Lunch Global. Bon appetit!
Time check.
You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is Global Television, bringing you live broadcasts of midday news. Thank you for staying with us. Over now to our foreign scene, United Nations Security Council has voted to support a U.S. proposed Israel-Gaza ceasefire plan. The proposal sets out conditions for full and complete ceasefire, the release of hostages held by Hamas, the return of dead hostages remains, and the exchange of Palestinian prisoners. 14 of the 15 Security Council members voted in favor of the U.S. drafted resolution. Russia abstained. The resolution states that Israel has accepted the ceasefire proposal and urges Hamas to agree to it too. 4 United States University tutors are in hospital after they were stabbed by an unknown assailant at the public park in China. The Lower Cornell College instructors were injured in what the school called a serious incident during a daytime visit to the park in the northern province of Jilin. China's foreign ministry says that none of the injured are in a life-threatening condition. Malawian government says a military aircraft carrying Malawi's Vice President Solo Chalima has been reportedly missing after it failed to make a landing yesterday morning. All efforts by aviation authorities to make contact with the aircraft since it went off the radar have so far failed. The plane took off just after 9 a.m. local time, and 51-year-old Chalima and 9 others on board. In business, the federal government has raised the alarm over the renewed smuggling of petroleum motor spirit, popularly called petrol. Following the massive hike in the pump price of the commodity in the neighboring countries, it stated that while the average price of petrol in Nigeria is about 701 per litre, the average cost of products in neighboring countries stands at 1,787 naira per litre, a development that heightened PMS smuggling out of Nigeria in the past 2 weeks. However, Comptroller General of Nigerian Customs Service Adewale Adeniyi, who disclosed this at a press conference in Yola, Adamawa State capital, said Nigeria has to join forces with the Office of the National Security Advisor to tackle the menace. Latest data from the Central Bank of Nigeria has revealed that Nigerians' debt servicing gulp about 2.2 billion naira in the first 5 months of 2024. This figure represents almost half of the $4.8 billion projected for the entire year by Fitch Rating, in a report that predicted Nigerians' external debt services would raise by $400 million at $5.2 billion next year. This is also despite the government's claim that it is focusing more on borrowing from the domestic market. Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Nigeria has again reassured the banking policy of the safety of their deposits and the banking system's resilience. The Apex Bank Acting Director of Corporate Communications Department, Hakama Sidi Ali, gave the assurance in a statement in Abuja. Sidi Ali's statement was a response to concern in some quarters about the stability of some Nigerian banks in the wake of Heritage Bank PLC's license revocation. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has denied reports that it inflated the subsidy on petroleum motor spirit, popularly called petrol, by 3.3 trillion naira during the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari. It stated its subsidy claims were verifiable, stressing all relevant records on subsidy had been sent to the agencies in charge. The company, in a statement issued by its spokesperson, Olufemi Sonoye, also said it was not aware of any planned audit of its account, as alleged in a report earlier. A two-day fair that connects producers and buyers of art and craft, body care, and general lifestyle items have been held in Abuja. The fair, organized by Inside Track, saw shoppers from different backgrounds came out in their number to collect items of interest. Fatima Umar was there for Global Television. The report.
This is the 34th edition of the fair, and buyers were caught moving stand to stand in a bid to find their choice items. Those we spoke to highlighted their products and shared their opinions on the fair.
Well, but when you come to buying of art, it's a little bit slow because, I'm sorry to use the word, we here in Africa, no, not really Africa, Nigeria, we don't really value art like that as we are expecting it to be. But I believe with time to come, it will pick up, because places like Lagos, yeah, they work on more on art.
So we have teas from around the world that are handcrafted by me, and we have like the chai karak, which is predominantly had around the Middle Eastern area, Qatar, Bahrain, you know, those places. And what the tea does depends on the spices that is infused in the teas.
This book vendor says Nigeria's reading culture has improved, a situation she believes has resulted in sales increase.
Sales is good. Yes, I sell a lot of books in this fair because some of the customers are expatriates, so they know the value of reading. Apart from that, the Nigerians still read. I think the people have gone back to reading. Yes, because in times past it wasn't like that, but it's beginning to look up these days because I've been selling books for a long time.
Organizers of Inside Track said 2 more editions of the fair have been scheduled to hold before the end of the year. Fatima Umar reporting for Global Television News.
Amid calls that the Band A tariff hike be reversed, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has approved a new tariff hike for the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company. A commission permitted the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company to raise tariffs from Band A customers categorized as Maximum Demand 2 Special. Maximum Demand customers are consumers that have a load of 45 kVA and above, who also operate and maintain their dedicated transformers. From 206 naira per kilowatt per hour, this category of customers within the Port Harcourt franchise will now pay 225 kilowatts per hour. In sports, Nigerian Super Eagles have put up another show-be performance in 2-1 defeat to Benin Republic in the 2026 World Cup CAF qualifying Group C match for fixture at the Felix Houphouët Boigny in Abidjan. From a 1-1 draw against South Africa, the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo 3 days earlier, the Super Eagles gave frustrated Nigerians a glimpse of hope by going in front on 27 minutes through Raphael Oyedike, who fired beautifully home from the edge of the box after being assisted by Samuel Chukwueze. 3 fans have been sentenced to 8 months in prison and banned from stadia for 2 years over the racist abuse of Vinicius Jr. at Mestalla in May 2023. The incident, which took place during Real Madrid's 1-0 La Liga defeat to Valencia, sparked uproar worldwide after the Brazil star identified an individual in the crowd who had been racially abusing him, causing the game to be suspended. Vinicius later hit out a Spanish authorities heading of the issue, saying racism is normal in La Liga, while the league called for greater powers to deal with the problem. The 3 fans were found guilty of crime against moral integrity aggravated by racially motivated discrimination. The Nigerian Premier Football League and NFPL has cracked down on Yimba International FC, imposing a series of hasty sanctions following the clubs conducted during the match day 35 fixtures against Rangers International FC held at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. The letter to Enyimba dated June 10th and signed by the NFPL Chief Operating Officer Davidson Owumi, the league outlined multiple branches of its rules committed by Enyimba during an ill-fated encounter. The league says Enyimba was found in violation of the rules C9, having failed to ensure the proper conduct of its players, officials and supporters. The club was also cited for breaching Rule B623, disrupting the transmission of a live broadcast. And that's it on Midday News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Remember, we're on Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms by using @GlobalTVNG and the handles now showing on your screen. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. See you again. Good afternoon.